Your whole life you were told psychology does not have enough job opportunities. And now with AI everywhere, you are scared that there will be even less in the future. But right now, somewhere in a tech company, a psychologist is sitting in a boardroom full of engineers, telling them that AI is psychologically unsafe. Most of them earning around 10 to 20 lakhs a year. No coding, no engineering, just psychology and certain certifications. Because AI just created a job that no engineer, no lawyer and no MBA graduate can solely do. But with you, they can. Demand for this role has grown by over 40% in recent years and companies are still struggling to find people for it. Today I will tell you exactly what this role is, what it pays and how to get there. A few years ago, a major global tech company built an AI tool to speed up their hiring process. What they did not realize was that the AI had quietly learned from years of biased historical data. And for months, it was automatically rejecting job applications from women. Nobody caught it, not the engineers and not the legal team also. The developers looked at the code, everything seemed fine technically. The lawyers looked at the compliance, nothing was wrong on the paper also. But the harm was real. Women were being filtered out silently, and neither engineering nor law had the tools to explain why human bias had crept into a machine. That is exactly the gap that an AI ethics consultant with a psychology background is trained to identify and solve. Welcome back to the Art of Mindful Thinking. I am Pragya Prateek. In the last two episodes, we explored the AI behavioral analyst and the digital mental health specialist, two powerful career options where psychology and artificial intelligence meet. Today we are talking about the job role that sits at the very conscience of AI, the AI ethics consultant. What is an AI ethics consultant? Now before I explain this role, I want to clarify one important thing. An AI ethics consultant can come from many different backgrounds like law, philosophy, technology, psychology, or even policy. Each brings a different perspective to the table. But today we are specifically talking about the psychology angle, which is one of the most important and most needed perspective in this entire field. Every time an AI system makes a decision, whether it is approving a loan, recommending a therapy gap, or filtering job applications, that decision affects a real human being. And AI systems sometimes can be wrong. They can be biased. They can cause psychological harm without anyone even realizing it. An AI ethics consultant is the professional who asks the questions nobody else is asking. For example, is this AI system fair to all users? Is it designed in a way that respects human dignity? Could it harm vulnerable people including children, women, or people with mental illness? Is it transparent? And so on. This is not only a legal role, this is not only a technical role. At its core, it is also a deeply human or psychological role. And that is exactly why psychology is at the heart of it. What do AI ethics consultants actually do every day? Let me explain this with an example. Imagine you are working with a tech company that has built a mental health chatbot. As an AI ethics consultant, from a psychological standpoint, you would sit with the product team and ask questions like, is this chatbot trained on diverse data? What happens if a suicidal user reaches out at 2 a.m.? Is the app designed to genuinely help users? Or is it designed to keep them engaged for longer even if that creates dependency? You analyze bias in AI outputs. You review how AI affects vulnerable populations. You work with designers and engineers to fix what is broken. Not from a coding perspective, but from a human psychology perspective. Salary and scope of AI ethics consultants. Now let us talk honestly about the money. This field is emerging in India. So salaries vary depending on your experience and the type of organization you work with. As a fresher or someone just starting out, you can expect anywhere between 5 to 8 lakhs per year. And as you build experience, certifications, and a strong portfolio, this grows to 15 to 20 lakhs. And at senior levels in top tech companies, it goes significantly higher. Globally, senior AI ethics roles at companies like Google, Microsoft, and Meta pay much more, which also means Indian professionals with the right skills can access global opportunities also. And the demand for this role has already grown by over 40% in recent years. So if you are interested in such opportunities, do your own research on this field and let me know in the comments if you come across any doubts. Step-by-step educational roadmap. Step 1. Build your psychology foundation. A master's in psychology gives you a very strong base for this role. It builds your understanding of human behavior, cognitive bias, emotional harm, and social psychology, all of which are directly relevant here. While there is no single fixed specialization requirement because AI ethics has many departments. So a postgraduate degree in this field combined with relevant certifications is what will make you competitive. Step 2. Understand AI basics. You do not need to code or program. Free and paid courses on Coursera and edX on AI literacy are a great starting point. See, understanding how AI systems work and where they can go wrong is enough. Step 3. Study ethics formally. Take courses in research ethics, bioethics, or technology ethics. These will give you the ethical frameworks needed to evaluate AI systems critically. Step 4. Get certified. Look for certifications in responsible AI, AI governance, or trustworthy AI, generally offered by IEEE, Google, and several universities globally. These certifications signal to employers that you are serious about this field. Step 5. Build a portfolio. Start writing about AI ethics, analyze real cases where AI caused harm, document your thoughts and findings. This will help you stand out in your interviews and show companies exactly how you think. See, India is also building AI faster than most countries, but the conversation around AI ethics is still in very early stages here. That means right now there is a massive open space for psychology graduates who understand human behavior and want to shape how AI treats people. The world does not just need more powerful AI, it needs AI that is safe, that is fair, that is ethically, socially, and psychologically responsible. And psychologists, more than anyone else, are trained to understand what that actually means. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.